Hey guys, Crow350 here with obviously a new intro, but a Pokemon battle against Mermaster from Maryland, and this was just a really great epic battle, and I had to speed up to like 4 times, so it moves really fast. Okay, so first off, he sends out Swampert, I send out Rock Roller, and I just instantly explode because I don't want him to get up to Stealth Rocks, which is actually a key play in this battle, probably the key play. Okay, so I send out Tyrant to get up Sandstorm, he sends out a Celebi, and switches into a Scizor instead as I set up Stealth Rock. He's going to try and predict my switch out, but I'm just going to stay in a Flamethrower, which is great, because that just takes care of Scizor right there, and I don't have to deal with that thing. So Bzz is now burnt, and he sends out the Suicune, and I'm like, Suicune, don't want to deal with that. So I send out Bloodstone. And he goes for a Surf, which isn't going to do much. And here I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt. And I don't know why I didn't do the trick, because that would save me a lot of hassle. But, he switched into Celebi to take the obvious Thunderbolt. And I'm locked into it now, so I need to switch out. So I switch out to Tyrant, because I can take anything it has and just hit back with Flamethrower Pursuit. So, he switched out him with the super effective pursuit. It doesn't kill him, but it does a lot. He switches back into Suicune. I switch out here. I forget what to. Okay, I switch out to my Suicune here as he Calm Minds. And then there's all sorts of leftovers recovery and Sandstorm and blah blah blah. So I believe this is double switch here. I switch out Starmie because I want to cripple it with a trick. Since I was Tentacruel. I stay in Thunderbolt, I think. No, I Ice Beam, predicting a switch to Celebi, which was like, dope. And he gets off the Sludge Bomb, which thankfully doesn't poison me, but it gets me down to 38 health. So I send in my Lucario, who has amazing special bulk because he has max HP and some special defense. So he takes these surfs like a pro and easily gets up one sword stance. And then Timberwolf has Black Sludge, blah blah blah. Lucario uses Extreme Speed, which doesn't kill it, which is like, bullshit! No, it just barely lives. So I lose my Lucario, which was really gay. But Sandstorm does take it out, so it's not that bad. He sends out a Dusknoir, so I'm like, oh look, obvious Shadow Sneak. So I send in Tyrant because Shadow Sneak didn't do jack shit. And he gets hit by Sandstorm. I don't because I'm awesome like that. I use Pursuit just because it's super effective. He hits me with the Will-O-Wisp, but I have Lumberry, so I'm like, ha ha ha. So no harm, no foul there. And I hit him with another Pursuit. He misses the Will-O-Wisp this time, which is like, lol 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 lol. You just can't get this thing burned, can't you? Here he's going to go for the Pain Split, because he survives my Pursuit. I was like, dang. So, there's that. More residual stuff and secondary stuff. I go for the Pursuit again, just knowing I'm probably going to be burned this time. And he does get off the burn. So, my Pursuits aren't going to do anything to him anymore. So I'm just going to go for the rest to get off the burn and recover some health. Just because I can. He goes for a Thunder Punch, so I'm like, okay, you can't do anything to Gliscor now. So I do that, send in Gliscor, and he uses Pain Split, which, okay, it takes me down a little bit, but he can't do that. He can't do much to me except for Will-O-Wisp, so I do the Taunt, because Will-O-Wisp is obvious, and he can't get that off now. And he can't Pain Split either, so he's gonna have to switch out. He sends out the Suicune. I go for the Taunt because obvious switch. And I think that I decided that was Crow350 a while back. So I send out my Suicune just because it's the only thing that can take a Surf fairly well right now, I guess, and threaten back. I suppose. Yeah, just Calm Mind up with it if I have to. So he sends the Celebi, so I'm like, okay, this is great. Even if it does Leech Seed, I can Calm Mind up and just rest it all off and give it +6 and just destroy. That was the original plan. So I'm just like, okay, you just use Recover and I surfed there, hoping maybe I was faster, but I wasn't. But anyway, he recovers and he goes for another recover. And I go for a Calm Mind because, yeah, Calm Mind, Suicune, it does that a lot. And here is where it gets interesting. He uses Calm Mind, so I'm like, oh, damn it. Fuck. I can't Calm Mind up with this thing anymore. Because it's Celebi. I can't do anything to it, and it usually packs grass moves, which can do stuff to me. So I come in on the Calm Mind because, duh, we're having Calm Mind War. And here I'm hoping to God, just hoping that he's going to go with something that's not an attack. And he does just that. He recovers. I don't know why, because he would easily survive Nice Beam. But that was awesome. I tricked it. That saved my butt right there. So he had to switch. So I go for the Thunderbolt because nothing's gonna like taking it. Suicune does take it, but it's not gonna take another one. Much less switch out and take Stealth Rock damage. Hit with Thunderbolt, it dies. Suicune's gone. So now he's down to Dusknoir, which is essentially useless with Gliscor, and this Nisa Celebi, which is now essentially crippled. It can still do some stuff, but locks itself into Earth Power, so I'm like, okay, awesome, free Gliscor switching. He stays in, I guess, just to scout, and I go for the taunt, predicting him to switch out, because there was really all he could do. And this time he goes switching out, and I go for the Toxic, because Toxic on walls is awesome. So this Dusknoir really can't do jack anymore at all. I mean, it's just completely crippled with taunts and toxics. It's game over for that Dusknoir. It's fodder now. So he switches back into the Celebi, and I predict that and go for another toxic. Because he has natural cure, but whatever. It doesn't recover any health now, so whatever. He psychics and it doesn't do half, and I can roost off the damage, and I can just roost stall him all day, both of his guys. So that was game.